Hey, how are you today? It's Christy. I'm coming today with number 325 of videos I began the first few days after the lockdown in 2020. I have been calling them Facebook Love all this time, and today, starting now, I'm going to say poems from me to you. Partially because of some things going on with Facebook. You can't find me there right now. I'm hoping to come back, but they've disabled my account for reasons that don't make sense. But in the meantime, let's have a new name. It's not the pandemic. So you'll see me on YouTube, and if you like these, feel free to share the videos anywhere that you like on socials, and I will be very grateful. Also, before I get to the poems, those of you who've been following along all this time, I take off Wednesday for my 2 months away just to write, to work on my novel. If you'd like to follow along with that, I will put the link to my Patreon page in the comments and you can learn more about that. But in the meantime, I have developed a poet crush on a writer that I had heard of a few times but hadn't started to dig into. I picked up one of her books. Her name is Andrea Gibson. It's hard to find her online. She does most of her readings live, and I heard this poem a couple times recently and just couldn't stop listening and then couldn't stop reading. So I'd like to share this one by Andrea Gibson, and after that I will share one of my own that's titled, I Have Inside Me Every Age I've Ever Been, which makes me feel like I'm reclaiming my earlier self by taking this time away from work just to write. So I'll start with Andrea Gibson. This is titled Tincture. Imagine when a human dies, the soul misses the body, actually grieves the loss of its hands and all they could hold, misses the throat, closing, shy, reading out loud on the first day of school. Imagine the soul misses the stubbed toe, the loose tooth, the funny bone. The soul still asks, why does the funny bone do that? It's just weird. Imagine the soul misses the thirsty garden cheeks watered by grief, misses how the body could sleep through a dream. What else can sleep through a dream? What else can laugh? What else can wrinkle the smile's autograph? Imagine the soul misses each falling eyelash waiting to be a wish, misses the wrist screaming away the blade. The soul misses the lisp, the stutter, the limp. The soul misses the holy bruise blue from that army of blood rushing to the wound's side. When a human dies, the soul searches the universe for something blushing, something shaking in the cold, something that scars, sweeps the universe for patience worn thin, the last nerve fighting for its life, the voice box aching to be heard. The soul misses the way the body would hold another body, and not be two bodies, but one pleading God, doubled in grace. The soul misses how the mind told the body, you have fallen from grace, and the body said, erase every scripture that doesn't have a pulse. There isn't a single page in the Bible that can wince, that can clumsy, that can freckle, that can hunger. Imagine the soul misses hunger, emptiness, rage, the fist that was never taught to curl, curled, the teeth that were never taught to clench, clenched, the body that was never taught to make love, made love like a hungry ghost digging its way out of the grave. The soul misses the unforever of old age, the skin that no longer fits. The soul misses every single day the body was sick, the now it forced the here it built from the fever. Fever is how the body prays, how it burns and begs for another average day. The soul misses the legs creaking up the stairs, misses the fear that climbed up the vocal cords to curse the wheelchair. The soul misses what the body could not let go. What else could hold on that tightly to everything? What else could see, hear the chain of a swing set and fall to its knees? What else could touch a screen door and taste lemonade? What else could come back from a war and not come back, but still try to live, still try to lullaby? When a human dies, the soul moves through the universe, trying to describe how a body trembles when it's lost, softens when it's safe, how a wound would heal given nothing but time. Do you understand? Nothing in space can imagine it. No comet, no nebula, no ray of light can fathom the landscape of awe, the heat of shame. The fingertips pulling the first gray hair and throwing it away. I can't imagine it, the stars say. Tell us again about goosebumps. Tell us again about pain. Tincture by Andrea Gibson. I have so many thoughts going through my mind while I'm reading that. They'd come tumbling out of me. I want to say every image that I had while I read that work of Andrea Gibson. I was thinking recently about how we get stuck thinking that we're just brains and that our souls are just disembodied, but our bodies are requirements for the experience that our souls are having. So once you take that first breath and you're here, once you're in this human experience, all the things that our bodies feel, all of our senses, they are the experience that our souls are looking for. Once we're in the body, the sacred is the body's experience. I could say a lot more, but that's where my brain goes. Okay, I have a piece that I wrote in 2021 in February. Maybe in January, my friend Gail Bessesi asked me to create a poem to go with a multimedia project that she was putting together that included a song of hers. The title of which escapes me. Sorry, Gail. But it was a song about experiencing the world as a child. Child Eyes, that's what it was called. And she asked me to make a piece that would be read to bracket the poem, bracket her song. And my poem was split in two. And this piece came to me based on a quote from Madeleine L'Engle, who is my favorite author who wrote both for adults and children. And the quote from her is, "The great thing about getting older is that you don't lose all the other ages you've been." So I started working on this piece, and I ended up calling it, "I Have Inside Me Every Age I've Ever Been." And since I'm leaving in just a few days for 2 months away to only write and experience and reset myself halfway through my life, that's the way I see it, this poem feels like a reclaiming of that hopeful, looking forward, believing in the future self. Here it is. I have inside me every age I've ever been. I hear them all calling my name. You're the same. You're still the same. Can't you see? Coming on rain, gutter gushes the rooftop. Quick, shut the window. Smell the wet grass and cherry blossoms. Look, Mama Mallard in the culvert rushing her ducklings, golden fuzz pops, paddling hard, single file. Oh, I could scoop them into my arms, I love them so. I grab a yellow slicker, my jelly-colored rain boots. I want to sing in the rain, splash a Gene Kelly tap dance in the downspout. Why not? I can. I am 9 years old sometimes, stalking mud puddles, stomping till I'm head to toe, splattered, ecstatic, toe hair plastered to my cheeks. This is what girls do. And my besties hollering in the street, "Ollie, ollie, oxen free!" Cantering cowpokes, we race down the parkway, whooping, twirling till we drop, and some kid yells, "Hey, ghost in the graveyard, my house!" Who wagged a finger? Who made the rule? When? To stop silly goose squawking and squishing mud between my toes. Who took the crayons away? Who said no more playing my kazoo? These eyes linger at every daffodil patch. This harp leaps when the Mardi Gras band booms past. That's what I do. I beam at a beach fire, marshmallow roast, detour for backyard tents tossed over clotheslines. I spy it. I sigh at the climbing tree, itching for sap on my fingertips. See? Tree fog, shiny-eyed on the bark. I spot a turtle sunning on a river rock. Gaze after an eagle, shadowing us high in the sky. I catch the trees murmuring in the small woods. Remember when you sang for us, teeth gleaming in the starshine? Barefoot on the shore, waves lapping my prints dappling between tide marks, while lilies sing from the shallows, calling my name. You're the same. You're still the same. Can't you see? I have inside me every age I've ever been. An original. The next time I do a reading, I'll be in Tuscany.